How far would you go to prove your ex-wife is coaching your daughter to destroy your family relationships? I never thought I would be the kind of man who secretly records his own daughter, but when your 8-year-old looks you in the eye and says she is afraid of the grandmother who taught her how to braid friendship bracelets, you know something is very wrong. My name is Mikhail Castellanos, and I am a 35-year-old construction foreman who works 10-hour days building office complexes around Phoenix. My hands are permanently stained with concrete dust and my back aches every morning. But I love my job because it pays well enough to support my daughter Emma and gives me the flexibility to be at every school play and soccer game that falls on my custody days. The problem is those custody days. After my divorce from Jennifer 2 years ago, we agreed on a schedule where Emma stays with me every Tuesday, Thursday, and every other weekend. It sounds simple enough until you factor in that construction sites do not shut down at 3:15 when elementary schools let out, and daycare centers charge $800 a month for after-school programs. That is where my mother comes in. Rosa Castellanos is 68 years old, barely 5 feet tall, and has more energy than most people half her age. She worked as a school secretary for 30 years before retiring, speaks fluent Spanish and English, and makes the best empanadas in our entire neighborhood. More importantly, she adores Emma and has been picking her up from Sunset Elementary every Tuesday and Thursday since the custody arrangement began. Emma used to run to my mother's beat-up Honda Civic with her backpack flying behind her, chattering in both languages about her day while my mother drove her to the local park or helped with homework at the kitchen table. They would bake cookies, work on art projects, and by the time I picked Emma up at 6:30, both of them would be covered in flour or paint and laughing about some inside joke. That was before Jennifer married David Thornton. David is everything I am not. He wears expensive suits, drives a BMW, and practices family law at one of the most prestigious firms in Scottsdale. He also has very strong opinions about what is best for Emma, and those opinions always seem to cost me money I do not have. The first sign of trouble came 3 months ago on a Tuesday in March. I was finishing up a concrete pour when my mother called, her voice shaking with confusion and hurt. "Mijo, something happened at the school today," she said, using the Spanish nickname that always made me feel like I was 10 years old again. Emma saw me coming and started crying. She told Mrs. Peterson she did not want to go with me. My stomach dropped. "What do you mean she did not want to go with you?" The teacher, she looked very uncomfortable, and she said Emma had been saying she was scared of me. "Scared, Mikhail?" "Of me?" I could hear my mother trying not to cry, which made my chest tighten with anger. Rosa Castellanos had never raised her voice at Emma, never been anything but patient and loving, even when my daughter went through her phase